What is the great secret of the law of attraction? Now, if you want to know the secret for something, you have to know where it came from, where this idea comes from. This isn't something new, something that just came about in the past some number of years or decades. This is a very ancient idea. And this idea can be traced back, and we can say that a very great ambassador for this idea is Abraham himself. Abraham, the first Jew, the father of all monotheistic religions, the one who brought the awareness and the knowledge of there being one God through all of creation, all of the world. But what does it mean to say that he's the father or a good ambassador for this idea of the law of attraction and the secret behind the law of attraction? So to look at his life and see what was his plan and what did he actually accomplish? What was his plan? His plan was exactly that: to reveal godliness in the world, to reveal the oneness of God in the world, to reveal that the world is Kel Olam, it's God world, not God of the world. It's not two separate things. There's no distinct and separate created reality that's apart from God. That all of reality is a manifestation of the oneness of God. And what did he do? What were his actions? Well, together with his wife, he set up a tent in the desert, and he welcomed in nomads, and he taught these nomads. He gave them water to wash off, and he gave them food. And then he taught them about the importance of benching, of saying an after blessing, to thank God for this food. And when maybe they said, "Which God are you talking about?" And he said, No. There's only one God, of heaven and earth, of everything. There's only one God. And so he did this year after year. And when he was 99 and he performed the bris milah, the circumcision, and he was healing from that circumcision, it was the third day afterwards. The sages say that the third day after, that's when you are really really in a state of discomfort. But what was Abraham most discomforted by? It was the fact that he didn't have visitors. Why didn't he have visitors? God was trying to have compassion on him, trying to go easy on him, to allow him to heal. It's okay, this day you don't need to have visitors. But God saw how troubled Abraham was. Even more troubled than the discomfort over the circumcision, it seems, that Abraham was troubled by not having visitors. And why did Abraham want visitors so much? Because that was his life pursuit. To teach others about God. To welcome others in and teach them about God. These nomads wandering through the desert. And so, as many people know, that God sent 3 people, 3 angels. What do we learn from that? And what do we learn from the life of Abraham, the father of the Jewish people, the father of all monotheistic religions? Is that no dream is too big as long as it's a dream that is fulfilling your life purpose and mission. Like Abraham is not like a kid in the candy store, and he's trying to manifest all the candy, trying to manifest mansions and cars and yachts, wealth, fame, fortune for himself. No. Anything that he desired was first for God, and also a fulfillment of his life purpose and mission, the reason why his soul came down to this world to begin with. His focus was a laser focus, always on serving God. And though he went through many trials and tests in his life, his focus remained singular, and that is on the singular God, the one and only over all of creation. and not only over all of creation, that to say that even creation, nothing is separate or distinct. And so when he had performed the circumcision, he was 3 days after, and in a state of discomfort, what was he most pained by? What was he most discomforted by? The fact that he wasn't being sent people to teach. So to abstract that and to see that in our lives, for instance, if you really want to teach, you really like a selfless teacher, someone who wants to teach people about God, about the oneness of God. So there's a question of, well, how do you find your students? Don't worry. The students will find a way of finding you, and you'll find them. We learned that by Abraham. That's the power of attraction. You could say, he set up his tent in a good place in the desert, a place where there's a lot of wanderers, a lot of nomads. But you could also say that each and every person that came to his tent was attracted to come to him, to learn from him. Even before they knew why. Maybe they just saw that it was a good place to rest a little bit, have some good food. But by the time they left, they learned a deeper lesson, and that was some teachings about the oneness of God. So what was Abraham attracting? He was attracting people, students, and ultimately a nation. So in our lives, say you want to manifest, right? Using the law of attraction terminology. You want to attract things. Well, what is the focus? If your focus is on God and it's a laser focus, then great. If let's say you feel like part of your mission in this world is to have a lot of guests. Well, if you need if you're going to have a lot of guests, you need a nice big place, right? Maybe not a mansion, maybe a mansion. If you have that many guests, maybe you're going to have sleepovers and weekend events to teach Torah, to teach the Bible. So then God should bless you with a new house, but it's not for the sake of having a house; it's for the sake of filling it. Or maybe it would be good to fulfill your life purpose to be famous. Why to be famous? Well, if your name is known, Abraham's name was known, we're still talking about him thousands of years later, then that's an opportunity to spread the awareness of God, to sanctify the name of God in the world. Right? Not just for the sake of being a celebrity or whatever. It could be that maybe that would be the case. Maybe that God is going to grant you success as an actor or anything, social media influencer, anything like that. As long as you know that the point of that all is to spread the awareness of God in the world. We're coming up on Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. We're now in the month of Elul, the days preceding Rosh Hashanah. And we come to God and we say, we come with our list. But what's our list? Our list is not our list of requests. Our list is a list of our plan for the coming year. We're saying to God, here's the list of all the things that I feel in my soul that this is part of my life purpose and mission. And instead of asking for health, maybe looking for children or for wealth, parnasa, or fame or anything like that, try starting with that list. Try starting with the things that you're going to be doing, the efforts that you're going to be putting forth in this coming year, starting today, in the service of God, in the fulfillment of your life purpose and mission. And I guarantee you, if you go through it 100%, it's not a game, it's not a trick. You're not trying to have some type of a bargaining ploy with God. If you are 100% sincere and earnest and thankful and in a relationship with God, then you're going to see the results. It's not going to be overnight, maybe, but you're going to see the results. If you keep that laser focus on working each and every day to fulfill your purpose in life, and you put forth a plan, 3 years, 5 years, and you update that plan. You have a plan over the next month, over the next 3 months, and over the next 6 months. The Lubavitcher Rebbe had a plan going forward 30 years. So we're not asking 30 years, 5 years. Obviously, the more time that goes out, the less details it's going to be. But over the next month, you can have a lot of details. Over the next 3 months, you can have a lot of details. Over the next 6 months, you can still have a decent amount of details. And over the next year, again, we're coming to God in a few days. Right now, it's at the time of this video, it's a week and a half or so, a little bit more, and we're around a week and a half, and we're saying to God, this is my list. This is my plan. And instead of some type of a manifestation board or something from the law of attraction, this is a relationship with God. It's not some faceless universe. It's not you're asking the universe for something. You're asking God. This is a relationship with God. And you're beseeching God. You're praying. You're saying that, please help me to fulfill my life mission and purpose. That I know that you are invested in me. I've been on this earth for so and so many years. It's an investment on your part to keep this project going. And you're waiting. I know you're waiting for the dividends. You're waiting to see the results of this investment. And we're thankful for this gift of life at every moment. But I feel like this is the time to really show you, to really align my life with you, God, and to start and to continue on this journey of working to fulfill my life's mission and purpose, the reason for why my soul came down here to begin with. It says of Abraham that his days were filled. Every moment of his life was filled. What did he fill his days with? Well, he had a plan. And, things have a way of, you have setbacks, you plan and then you have to revise the plan because you can't control the outcome, right? God is blessing either you see the outcome, you don't see the outcome. We pray that the good should be revealed and apparent, but not always does it work that way. Not always do we see how some challenge or obstacle is good. Maybe ultimately we see it, but maybe in the moment we don't see it. And so sometimes we feel like our life is an interrupted life. We feel like we've been derailed, stopped, at least temporarily, on this path forward. So we revise the plan. That's what we can do. We can revise the plan. We can't control the result. And God sees that. God sees that we're working on ourselves. We're working on revealing godliness in the world, shining the world with the light of our soul, with the light of our good deeds, our good actions. And Abraham, he did it to a very great extent, but that doesn't mean just because the biblical Abraham doesn't mean that that's anything that we can't emulate in our own way, in our times, today. So as we approach Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, we should all have a sweet and good New Year. And why is it? It's called Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year. Meaning we have to lead with the head. We have to do our part to put forth a plan. Write it down, actually write it down. And then revise it from time to time. And know that life is a journey. Like, as they say, a marathon, not a sprint. And just to be on the train, on the journey. So may it be that we all see good and revealed. The good should be revealed and apparent before our eyes. And have a sweet New Year. We eat a lot of sweet things on Rosh Hashanah, a lot of sweet foods. So we're like symbolic of the sweetness that we would like to see throughout all of reality, and to reveal that sweetness within all of reality. And it takes work. Abraham had to do a lot of work. It wasn't easy, but in the end, it's worth it because that's our reason. That's our reason for being here. It's not easy, but you can do it because Hashem, God doesn't give you anything that's too great for you. Any test that's too great. You can do it.